Utter disbelief as Jack maneuvered through the deadly obstacles like it was all part of some elaborate game. One student, a skittish avian species named Ketar, squawked in terror as he barely avoided a plasma burst. How is he doing that? Ketar screeched, his feathers puffing up in sheer panic. I have no idea, mumbled Zix CLA, who by now had abandoned any semblance of composure. But this human is either incredibly gifted or completely insane. Possibly both. As Jack continued his daredevil stunts, his excitement never waned. Oh man, this is wild. You guys ever surfed a solar flare? It's like catching a wave, but with more radiation burns. Just kidding. I think this suit has got me covered. Meanwhile, the rest of the students were slowly inching their way through the course, sweat, or their species equivalent, dripping with effort. Zix CLA's stress levels were soaring, especially when he saw Jack not just navigating the exploding star but actively enjoying it. All right, Jack's voice crackled through the comms again. I think I've got all the packets. This was a blast, but I'm seriously starving now. Can we hit the cafeteria after this? Zix CLA's tentacles sagged. It was official. This Death Worlder was an anomaly beyond comprehension. Yes, Jack, he muttered, defeated. We'll get lunch. As the students' pods returned to normal size and the challenge finally ended, the entire class collapsed in exhaustion. But not Jack. Jack strode out of his pod with a wide grin, cracking his knuckles. So, what's for lunch? Please tell me you guys have pizza. The rest of the class, still recovering from the ordeal of surviving a simulated supernova, stared at him in awe. They had just faced the most grueling challenge of their lives. And Jack Thompson had treated it like a trip to an amusement park. Zix CLA glanced at the exhausted, terrified faces of his students and then back at Jack, who was now casually chatting with Goror about the virtues of Earth food. This was going to be a long semester. One thing was certain, the Intergalactic Academy of Peacekeeping would never be the same after today. Pure energy beings. Not quite, the dean pulsed, a hint of caution threading through the resonance. Though your enthusiasm is noted. In fact, representatives from the Galactic Council have requested a demonstration of your, shall we say, unique training methods. It seems you've sparked quite the interstellar conversation. Jack's eyes widened. The Council, huh? Wow, that's serious. Do they want to try out the volcano chess boxing tournament or the meteor dodgeball? I've got a few intergalactic games I've been meaning to test. Zixclor's tentacles twitched nervously beside him. Perhaps something less hazardous, he muttered, clearly unsettled by Jack's unending thirst for peril. The Council's interest lies in observing how humans adapt to galactic environments. Your resilience and unorthodox recreational activities have made quite the impression. Jack scratched his head. Huh. So they want to see how we handle stuff? Easy enough. Should I bring the wingsuits or just the basic skydiving gear? The dean pulsed again, struggling to maintain composure. We would recommend something less terminal, at least for the initial presentation. Fair enough, Jack said with a grin. We can start with extreme ironing and work our way up.